went to bed at 4 o'clock this morning and got up at 8. Didn't get a whole lot done, but that's okay. Last night, after I got done with the video, well, it didn't take very long to download, so I obviously did something right on that, so I'm happy. But then I wanted to get my customer orders done, I wanted to get yard work done, stuff like that. But my son wanted to just talk. Nothing special, just talk. And I've always taught my kids that I have time for them. I love my mom and dad, but they didn't always have time for me. And in my mom's case, a lot of times it was quite the opposite, avoid me. And I hated that, and I swore I'd never do that to my kids. And when I watch Shay and Colette with their kids, it's so clear that it's not a case that their kids respect mom and dad, but they it's like, okay, I'll do whatever mom and dad say, but they respect them so much, and they have a relationship with their mom and dad, and they want to please their mom and dad to the point where even when mom and dad are not around, they will still do as they request, like no meat Monday and no sugar. They're like, sorry, can't do it. Even though mom and dad's not around, they stick to the rule, and I think that is so awesome. And I've always told when Michael was little, I always have a hug for him. And yesterday it was like I'm looking at him thinking he's a big, strong Marine guy, and he's seen things, unbelievable things. And it was clear that he still needed his mom. So we had a good talk. And it went so late, it was like pushing 1 o'clock by the time I was able to get back to my customer order, and I got it done at 4 o'clock in the morning. And went to bed, got up this morning at 8ish. What else did I do? Oh yeah, I got my journal here, been journaling everything I do. I sat and visited with my husband. He came home from work, so I sat and visit with him and visit with Michael. And about 11 o'clock, I fixed some breakfast. And then about 1 o'clock, I went to get a pedicure. I have extremely bad feet, on a medical level, bad feet. And they were hurting me so bad I couldn't stand it anymore. And I had one pedicure in my life before, and that was in Oklahoma with my daughter-in-law. And I felt so much better after I had that pedicure that I thought, well, maybe that'll help me feel better. So I went and got a pedicure. It was weird. It was gross. It was like, at one point, she literally had my feet in a big bucket of Jello. She was rubbing my legs up and down. But I felt so much better after she was done. And of course, when I got home, I had to model my feet for my family. And so I went and did that today. And then we went to a movie as a family. And I had chicken fingers and fries. I probably shouldn't have had that, but I had water to drink. And then we got home. Come to find out, Michael and his buddy Bobby are trying to start doing their YouTube thing and putting stuff on, and I had bought them a camera so they can do it. Bobby and Michael have this camera on the dashboard of the car, and they just talk about whatever guys talk about, and it's actually kind of funny. And they plan to put that on YouTube, and I told them, I said, you'd be surprised how many YouTubers started off that way and now are making some pretty good money, so good luck on them. And then let's see, 7 o'clock I went to King Soopers, did the grocery shopping. 8:42, that's when I got some chicken. I got a piece of chicken breast, and it was so dry I couldn't stand to eat it, so I gave it to the cat and dog, so I haven't eaten much today. I do that a lot. I have one of those problems that's really weird. I don't eat much, but when I somehow I keep gaining weight, so who knows. Anyway, so that's my day, and so my two biggies was going to get a pedicure, and that was kind of weird. At one point, she put this white jelly stuff on my feet and let them soak in, and then she took this thing that looked like a cheese grater, and she was going like crazy back and forth. And when she got done, all this big gray globby stuff fell off, and I was like, ew. And it was just gross. But I just felt so much better. It was it's way too expensive to do all the time, but every now and then I gotta do it, I guess. And I just wish the insurance would pay for it. And my arm gets tired holding my camera. I might have to figure out a tripod thing going here. Anyway, and the other biggie is take time for your kids. You don't know what you're missing when you don't have that one-on-one time with your kids. And don't tell me, well, you only got one kid, because I really don't. I have four. And granted, Michael's the only one I gave birth to. When I get remarried, my second husband had 3 kids, and we raised them all together. And we were very adamant on having one-on-one time with the kids, and I made sure they knew that I always had a hug. And the biggie was, I don't care what you've done, and you'll be surprised some of the stuff I know about my kids, but I don't care what you've done. The biggie is, don't you ever lie to me. And so they always tell me the truth. I may not like the answer, but at least they always tell me the truth. And they know they can come to me with stuff, and some of the stuff that I heard last night was hard, but at least I know my son can come to me with those things. It's his hurts, his worries, his I can't believe I did that type of story. And what's kind of weird is now I'm confessing to him what Mother was like when she was young and beautiful. Yeah, we won't go into what I used to do. But have time for your kids. You don't know what you're missing when you don't do that. They are special, special people. Watch Shay and Colette, and you'll see what I mean. They actually give their kids a lot of their time. It's just that one-on-one time. You don't know how important it is to just sit down and paint nails or learn how to catch a ball, swing. But there's times I've actually heard the kids just talk to mom and dad and pretty much about anything. So, and you guys are going to have some surprises ahead of you. I'll tell you what. But enjoy them. Enjoy every minute of it. Good luck on you guys. Tomorrow's another day. We got a busy day planned. Hopefully, I'll get through it. I got to get to bed. I'm so tired. Good night.